Okay, guys, Abdurrahman from Too Old to Start here, talking a little bit about sugar fasting and the life in England now that I'm back here for a holiday and doing my sugar fasting experiment. As many of you know, I ruined everything and went back to square one, or slightly worse than back to square one, after my travelling back from Dakar to the UK and getting stuck in the airport for 10 hours. Um, so now I've been on the sugar fasting train again, right back where I began, for 2 days now. And I had a really great result yesterday. A drop from 213.5 pounds to 210.75 pounds, so minus 2.75 overnight, and minus 1.25 in kilos for those who do kilos. So why? I mean, how did we get there? And why such a good drop? That's my second best ever since I've been sugar fasting. Um, it's actually pretty simple. I had a smoothie for breakfast yesterday, with berry smoothie with 4 tablespoons of sugar. So a lot of sugar. A lot of people might not sort of expect that or think that that's a good thing, but it is. Then I had some sweet tea during the day, maybe a couple of cups of tea. I also had 2 bags of sort of candies during the day, and then for dinner I had peaches in their sauce, tinned peaches in their sauce on a sort of a mixed fruit salad, and I had a sort of pop, a fizzy drink, later in the evening. But I had my food at sort of 6 or 7 o'clock, I think, in the evening was when I was eating, and I've noticed in this sugar fasting experiment that when I do have early meals, or I don't eat very much at night, it has a very positive effect on the scale. Now, the interesting thing was I was not hungry at all yesterday, so uh, it's not a question of being sort of going to bed starving. But I think there is quite a lot to be said for the recent stuff that Cole, in one of his things that I listened to him, was saying, which is, don't get yourself bloated. Stay lean. Eat enough that you're feeling lean. You're not feeling like the belly is sort of protruding. You've stuffed your face with so much fruit. Just have enough fruit to keep yourself full, if and not bloated. If you need to be fuller, so to speak, then add the sugars, um, and stick to roughly three meals a day. I really think that's the way forwards. And I noticed, when I eat earlier in the evening and therefore my stomach is empty, the scale performs how I'd like it to in the morning. Now, it's probably obvious, isn't it? Because you're digesting better and you're giving your body more time to digest the food, etc. So, I think I'm gonna play around with this a little bit more, and sort of in the evenings, if I have anything, I probably have the pop, as the Americans call it, or the fizzy drinks. I've got some nice fizzy lemonade. We've got some Perologino, or I'm never sure how you say that. The Italian sort of water company that also now do some fizzy drinks. We've got some of their sweet stuff here in the house. Have those in the evening, and to keep yourself sort of full, quote unquote, but go to bed essentially on an empty-ish stomach. I think the results are very strong. So anyway, just a little musing, here in the UK. I'm very happy with that. I'm pleased that I'm chopping away at the weight gain that I did. It'd be nice if I have more than 1 pound drops like this one. 2, almost 3 pounds overnight. I'm not sure how many of those I can string together. I think it's more manageable and more sort of a better expectation to think about a pound a day. But if I can do that, maybe before I leave and head back to Africa, I will be back lower than I was when I left. So anyway, I'm happy with that. Sugar fasting is still my preferred way of doing things. I enjoy it. It's a good way of eating. I'm still not agreeing with people who are saying it's unhealthy. I think it's very healthy. I think in all of my research and listening to some of the more knowledgeable people than me talking about it, it's not sugar that is the problem. It's sugar and fat. It's sugar when it's combined with things that is the problem. Um, Certainly, if you're just going off the scale metric, sugar without high starches and without protein and without fat certainly doesn't make you fat. Whether it's good for your teeth, I mean, who knows? I also think if you're sensible and you clean your teeth, don't eat sugar all day long. Have 3 meals and clean your teeth in between. I don't think you're going to be having a huge problem with it. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy, and I'm sticking to this sugar fasting experience. I wonder if other people are having similar results as me. Are you finding it easy to sugar fast? Are you sugar dieting? Have you experienced similar things to me with if you're timing your evening meal and giving yourself a breather at night? Did you also notice that the scale drops more in the morning than if you have later meals? I'd love to know. I answer all the comments. There aren't that many, so I answer all the comments until I get the famous YouTuber. Maybe I'll carry on doing that. So I mean, it'd be interested to hear from other people, but I think I'm starting to be proof that the sugar fasting thing really does work. And